And these men, there were 3 singles matches between all these competitors last week on Raw.
That's right. John Morrison last week, he was in action against Chris Jericho. Lost that match after Chris Jericho caught Morrison making a mistake. Morrison went for the flash kick, but Jericho caught him and somehow got him in the walls of Jericho. I mean, that was just an unbelievable counter, ladies and gentlemen. You have no idea, but ever since losing the WEDF Championship, John Morrison, he's kind of spiraled down and out of the main event. Not really on as big of a plateau as he was when he had the gold.
That's right. I mean, he went from being Stone Cold Rock and Booker T and CM Punk going on a bad losing streak to his rival Chris Jericho, who, like I said, battled over the United States Championship earlier this year. Here comes the Viper, Randy Orton.
Randy Orton, he has been in heavy pursuit of the WEDF Championship ever since losing it to Kurt Angle. He's had a few shots here and there. He's been unsuccessful at those shots, but nonetheless, the Viper still zoning in, and I think the Viper could win the Royal Rumble this year and get back in that title picture after a very successful United States Championship run.
I mean, you see Randy Orton, you know, he just, when he held that United States Championship, he knew he was better than everyone else. He didn't feel like he had to hold the belt. He just felt like he can because he wanted to. Just so
anything works when you want to prove yourself as the apex predator of the WEDF. Orton didn't have to stoop down to those levels, but he did it anyway. And here comes a man who some people are considering a large favorite to win the Royal Rumble, Stone Cold Steve Austin. The man has won the most Royal Rumbles in history, all-time Rumble history. So, I mean, you got to think about it. If there's anybody...
Well, one thing I want to bring up is Stone Cold has this might be his last chance to get the WEDF Championship. Every time he's gotten that chance, he's been screwed by Mr. McMahon upon many, many occasions. And then this year, Mr. McMahon orchestrated CM Punk to go after him to make sure Stone Cold stayed away from the title scene. It's been
And also, another thing to think about, Mr. McMahon screwed Austin out of the WEDF Championship.
Last year's Survivor of the Fittest.
Yes, before it became Survivor Series, ordered Abyss to go out and decimate Austin to win the title in a tables match after a grueling elimination chamber. But here comes a man who's been making waves as of late, and in a really good way, like he was around WrestleMania. Brock Lesnar. This man, he has defeated Stone Cold and The Rock in the past 2 weeks, and it's just, I can't help but be impressed by this guy.
Seems like he's rebounded from that loss to Randy Orton Survivor Series. And they could say that Brock Lesnar almost won that match many times in that match too.
Lesnar is definitely going somewhere.
I think Lesnar, I've got to say, he might be the top. Well, I think Suspect or you might be winning the Rumble according to someone.
Okay.
Anyway, but Brock Lesnar.
Vivian, but alright.
Oh, here comes another former Rumble winner.
And his partner.
That's right. He won the 2000 and... yeah, 2005, exactly. I was thinking 06. That's Mysterio. But in any case, the Animal, Dave Bautista, who some odd weeks ago had a WEDF Championship match against our current champion, Kofi Kingston. Bautista came very close to winning the WEDF Championship. Came very close to winning at the Survivor Series beforehand, and to me, you know, Batista's last shot at getting in this, getting the WEDF Championship, it's got to be the Royal Rumble. The stakes have got to be high for the animal to get in that match.
Here comes Chris Jericho, a man who's never won the Rumble, but you can't count him out.
Chris Jericho, the first undisputed champion in history, one of the most decorated athletes in our history, a man who claims to be the best in the world at what he does, and his resume, it absolutely proves it. How can you go against somebody like Chris Jericho with all the accolades, all the praise, all the accomplishments, everything that Chris Jericho has ever done in his career?
One thing that would most no doubtly add to Chris Jericho's resume is the Royal Rumble win. With Jericho to headline WrestleMania, you know Jericho would love nothing more than him to do that.
That is correct. Nonetheless, here we go with this match. John Morrison and Brock Lesnar starting off.
See, over the past few weeks, Brock Lesnar's been conditioning himself. He's gotten a little larger.
Might be a little too large. I don't know.
He's conditioning himself to get ready for the Rumble match.
We'll have to see about the largest of Brock Lesnar from somebody who would know what Lesnar should look like. But anyway, back to the match. Lesnar got Morrison in the corner, trapping him like a caged animal right here.
Interesting to have Morrison and Lesnar start off this match.
It really is. I mean, you think about it right now. The man on a large losing streak against the man who's...
Uh-oh. A rivalry renewed right now. Here comes Randy Orton.
Oh, check this. Oh, nice! Reverse DDT. No, I think that's an inverted DDT. I don't know. I forget the difference between inverted and reverse again. But nonetheless, very good double team move as this rivalry seems to be renewed. Big belly to belly from Brock Lesnar. That collegiate wrestling experience coming into play as he tags in Dave Batista now.
Last week, Orton and Batista went at it in a very physical match. Orton countered the spinebuster, then hit the RKO to finish off Batista last week. So Batista, he's had a little bad luck lately, so he needs to recover himself.
This is correct, but Randy Orton absolutely took Batista to the limit. Came out as the better man, but Batista... Do not deny this man's power and size. He just absolutely chunked Orton like a rag doll on that butterfly flex, I believe. I'm going to call it a double arm just in case.
So Orton going after Lesnar. Lesnar was trying to get involved there.
I don't want to call it butterfly suplex. That was dumb. But in any case.
Oh! There goes Morrison.
He's knocking off Morrison. That is not a good sign as now...
Stone Cold match.
Get each other. Viper tags into Rattlesnake, a big shot to the gut. Austin got Batista on the ropes. Running the ropes now, big short arm lariat.
Or Stone Cold did beat Randy Orton a few weeks ago. Don't forget about that.
That is correct. That experience edge came into play. Austin going for the stunner too early, and now Jericho holding him back.
Oh, thumb to the eye.
And that alone right there, that is the best way for Batista to get back in this match with a big boot off that snapmare.
Now a tag to Chris Jericho. There's a lot of history here. Remember, Jericho beat Stone Cold and The Rock to become the undisputed champion.
This is correct. Austin was the very last person that Jericho defeated to become the champion.
Jericho running off the ropes. There's a bulldog. Oh, you can tell it.
Lion salt here. Yes, no!
The veteran Austin getting out of the way of that.
He just knows Chris Jericho all too well.
Austin laying in the right hand.
And now, oh look, Stone Cold stomping a mud hole in Jericho. There it is! Walk that shit dry. Now Austin just pounding down on Jericho. Big lariat there. Tags John Morrison back in the match. Again, last week, these two had an encounter. Chris Jericho won that. Now Morrison with a Russian leg sweep.
Morrison looking to get back at Jericho for that loss. And Morrison, surprisingly, not going fast-paced. Oh, what a kick.
I think he's learned from his mistake. Roundhouse kick there as he goes for a cover. 1, 2!
No.
Lesnar looked to break it up, but Jericho quickly got his shoulder up. But remember, around this time last year, on the subject of John Morrison, around this time last year, John Morrison was actually probably the hottest commodity at this time. Wait a minute!
That kick. You remember, actually, at this point, Lesnar and Jericho had a heated rivalry that began.
That's right. John Morrison, though, back to him again. Morrison was actually on top of the world, making waves, beating the right people. You know, he came very close to WEDF Championship shots, and, you know, people would say for John Morrison, that match he had with Shawn Michaels at the Royal Rumble, that was the beginning of his meteoric rise to the top of the mountain as the WEDF Champion.
That is correct. Ever since that victory, it just seems like John Morrison just became the real deal, the main eventer.
He became the household name that everybody loves, selling out arenas,
and
lots of merchandise, all that shit.
Morrison's trying to get some momentum off there, but just got caught by Brock Lesnar. The power of Lesnar coming into play now. Batista's in here. You know, he's thinking basketballs don't hold grudges.
Come on now. Batista, again, a very powerful athlete.
Neck breaker! This could be the opening John Morrison needs. He's favoring his ribs. He's got to make a tag to his partner.
Tags in Randy Orton. History between Orton and Batista. Again, Evolution stablemates. At one time before, during the time that Randy Orton was the longest reigning Intercontinental Champion in recent memory.
And Randy Orton's feeling it. Had a lot of momentum going off that clothesline, but Batista coming back. Trading right hands.
Trading soup bones with each other. Batista taking advantage. Batista
running off the rope. No!
I think Batista was probably trying to go for the spear there way too early. Wait a minute. RKO! No! But Austin takes advantage. Right before Batista could zone in, he trapped him.
Nice teamwork here.
Very good teamwork. Isolating Batista from his corner, but counter! Shoulder block, I believe, from Batista there. He tags in Brock Lesnar. Again, this storied history in WEDF between Orton and Lesnar coming into play. Two of the youngest world champions in history once again squaring off. Orton from behind, Lesnar got him with the arm and going for a shot there, but
raised Orton
slam from Orton. Signature Viper, 1, 2, kick out.
These two going hold for hold. This feud between these two started out from an F5 into an RKO.
It just started because Lesnar was angry about... Oh, wait a minute! Angle slam!
Orton feeling it. We got another cover. Will this be it? 1,
2! That angle slam that Orton is known to do, connected, but Lesnar trying to put up a fight. Oh, and a big sucker punch right there. Quickly tagging in Chris Jericho.
What a haymaker. Man, that's going to make barbecue sauce fly all over the place after that. We got to cover up that